Hello everyone, a morning to you all guys, and today we are going to talk about ISC and ICSE class 9th from class 9 to 12th. Okay, these topics I'm telling you some topics from class 9 to 12th. Okay, these are the common topics, right? Which you have dealt or which you are dealing and which you will deal, right? So these are the common topics which you are having the idea, but my work is that to tell you to give you the instruction how to do that particular work. All right, though you know, I don't know you know or not. Okay, I think you know because you have been reading these topics from your ninth class, right? And I think that those who are seeing, they are probably from 10th, 11th, and 12th. Ninth children can also visit this as well, right? So I'm just telling you this so that you get an idea. Okay, if you're committing any mistake, so you do not commit that, or else if you are facing this for a very first time because your transformation is from 8th to ninth, you have came from 8th to ninth, so you are dealing this thing from for the very first time, right? So you have to be well versed for that as well. Okay, so for that you need this. Okay, if you are coming from 8 to 9, you are facing this thing for a very first time, though you have faced but you do not know how to identify, how to write it. Okay, so for all of you, okay, those who want to see, they can see. Okay, today we're going to see 5 forms of verb. What is 5 forms of verb? Okay, we have read forms of verb, right? How much we don't know, whether they can be 2 forms of verb, 3 forms of verb, 5, 6, 7, and whatnot, right? But in specifically in 10th or 11th and 12th, you are going to deal with these 5 forms of verbs. Now, will there be any question this type of question will come in question paper? No. Let me tell you. Sorry. Let me tell you, this type of question will not come. That tell me the fourth form of this particular verb. I'm sorry. And tell me the third form of this particular verb. Let me tell the fifth form of this means please tell me the fifth form of this verb. This type of question will not come, definitely will not come. So why we are reading this? We're reading this so we can, okay, we can solve the fill in the blanks types question, right? You have seen fill with the appropriate verbs types questions are there in your question paper, right? So how you will deal with those types of questions is uh, through verbs, right? You will deal with those types of questions through verbs. If you don't know verbs, okay, so how you gonna do? So for that you need to have a clear and crystal idea of verb, 5 forms of verb specifically. Okay, so let's start doing forms of verb. Okay, what are the 5 forms of verb which you need to deal? Okay, actually the question will not come like this, that tell me the fifth form, fourth form of this particular. No, the question will come fill the blanks with an appropriate verb. Now if you are unable to identify or detect the tense, how you're gonna do the how you're gonna fill the correct option, right? So for that you need to know the tense structure as well as the forms of verb. Like if you do not know which form will come in past indefinite tense, so how you gonna solve the question like this? Okay, if you don't know which form will come in past participle or future continuous tense or present perfect continuous tense, which forms will come in these types of tenses, so how you can able to complete your answer? No, right? So for that you need to have a clear idea of tenses as well as these For the clear idea of those tenses, you need to have the clear idea of the forms of verbs as well, right? Like I know in present indefinite we have the first form of verb. In past indefinite we have the second form of verb. In future indefinite we have first form of verb, right? Like this respectively the forms changes. Okay, they vary from tenses to tenses. Okay, so for that you need to know, for learning the tense effortably or nicely, you have to be well aware of these form of verbs, right? So let's get started with the 5 forms of verbs. Now what are verbs? Now the question arises, I'm saying this form of verb, that form of verb. If you don't know what is verb, so what is the use? Nothing, right? Means I am telling you whole Ramayana. Okay, and if you do not know who is Rama, so how you gonna do, how this thing will be fulfilled? You are unable to understand anything in the Ramayana, right? For reading Ramayana you should know the Rama, who is Rama, right? So yeah, let's see what are verbs first. All right, so verbs, let's see what do we call in Hindi, kriya, है ना? What do we call verbs in Hindi? क्रिया. What is क्रिया? क्रिया क्या होती है? किसी काम के होने या करने को क्रिया कहते हैं. The work is going on, or work is happening, the work is doing right now. What type of work is happening right now is known as verb. Okay, so verb is doing what? It expresses some action. In the following example, the verbs are given in bold font. Let me tell you what are verbs. Something is happening, some work is happening by some person, by something, is known as verb. Simple, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Suppose I'm teaching you, so what I'm doing? I'm doing my work. That is, in this particular sentence I am teaching you. What is verb? Can you detect? Yeah, we can. Teaching. Okay, teaching is verb, right? When we add ing in verb, it is called gerund. What it is called? Gerund. Genurnd. Gerund. Okay, that you have read in your lower classes as well. When you add ing with verb, like read is a verb, isn't it? When I add ing into that, what it is called? It is known as gerund. Okay, gerund. Okay, so I know you have an idea of this as well. Okay, just I'm going to tell you for your freshness, right? So anything that is happening, anything that is going on, okay, any work is happening, any work is doing, okay, is done by any pupil, is known as verb. Okay, let's see the example. Here the bold letter tells us about the verbs. Okay, so the first example is saying I teach English. So what I'm doing? I'm teaching you the English. So my profession is teach. So this would be a verb. What work I'm doing? What work I'm doing? I'm teaching. So teaching is a verb. Next is she eats bread. Eats. What do you mean by eats? She is eating. What she is doing? She is doing some work. So eat refers to the verb, right? So what's the work is in English? I'm not talking about in physics. In English, whatsoever work is happening, whatever work is happening, that is verb. That is verb. Okay, but in physics, we know when anybody displaces, changes in speed, changes in distance. Okay, it varies from distance to distance. That is known as work. If you apply any force and that particular stuff, that particular thing displaces from the particular thing, from that original place where it was, that is known as work. In physics, I'm talking about. That's why the formula for work is force upon displacement. Force into displacement, sorry, not upon. Force into displacement. Okay. But in English, we're talking about English. What is English? In English, the verb, if anything happening, if anything, whether any car is moving on, whether we are moving on, whether anything is moving on, if that things is doing anything, doing any work, that is known as verb. राइट क्रिया, क्रिया का मतलब होता है काम करना. राइट तो किसी भी कार्य के होने या करने को क्रिया कहते हैं. राइट किसी भी कार्य के करने या होने को क्रिया कहते हैं. वेरी इजी. राइट सो दिस इज वर्ब. I hope you have understood what is verb. Okay, in English perspective as well as in the POB of physics. Right. Let's see way to identify the form of verbs. I have told you there are 5 forms of verb in 11th, 12th, 10th, 9th. Okay. Now the first is a basic form, a base form. Base form is the simple one, that is take. Let's take an example of this word take. Okay. This is a word. Okay. Now the base form of this word will be the same, that is take. It is the simple form. Okay. Next come to the B2 form. Next form is B2 form. B2 form is it is applied in past tense, right? So it would be its second form, took. What will be the second form of take? Took. Okay. Next, for the third form you are having taken. Okay, for the third form you are having taken. So this is used in present indefinite tense. Let me tell you, this is used in present indefinite tense. This is past indefinite tense. Okay, or the simple past you can say. And taken is used and in present perfect tense, right? So this is the B3 form, taken. Okay, you can understand through the tenses. Okay, so take is will be used in past indefinite tense, that is the present indefinite tense, that is the simple present. And took will use in simple past or the past indefinite tense. Taken will be used in past perfect tense, present perfect tense, not past. Let me tell you, this is present. Okay, sorry, this is past, this is present. Okay, wherever I am adding ps, that means present. Takes also in present indefinite. Okay, or the simple present. And taking will use in which, in present continuous. Okay, so these are the things. First will be your base form, that is the simple form. Let's take eat. Let's take the example of eat. So the base form will be eat. Okay, for the B2 we have ate. The same, the word will the spelling would be the same, but the pronunciation will be different, that is ate. Sorry, no, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. No, ate. Sorry, 8. Okay, this is eat, this is 8. I'm sorry, this was B2. And B3 is eaten. In the first form, in the base form, we'll add en. That's it. In the fourth form, that is in SES or IES form, we'll write eats. Eats. Okay, this is S only. Okay, eats. Okay, and in ing form, obviously we'll add the ing, eating. Okay, so like this we need to do the thing. Okay, so I hope you have understand how to identify the form of verbs. The base form will be the simple, then we come with the B2, that is past indefinite, then with the present indefinite, the B3 would be the present perfect tense, then we'll come with the like present indefinite again, SES will add here, and here it will come gerund, that is ing. Okay, this you could say gerund. Yeah, zero. Okay, this one ing form you could say gerund. Now 5 forms of verb. Let's see the forms of verb. The first would be a base form, as I told you, the simple one, that is for eat it would be eat only, for dance it would be dance only, for sing it would be sing only. Okay, for sleep it will be sleep only. Right, like this it is your base form. Okay, so the infinitive or root form describing basic action or and is used to create all other forms of verb. It is used to create all the four next verbs. It is your simple piece verb. Then come for the third person singular. Third person singular, we will have the sleep. It the form involves ses in the base form. Okay, so let's take for sleep, it will be sleeps. Okay, for eat it will be eats. For dance it will be dances. Like this, sing it sings. Okay, like this, for the third person. Let's come for the present participle. For it we'll add ing at the last. Like for sleep we'll add ing sleeping. Eating we will add ing eating. Dancing dnc ing here. E sorry, for dancing. Singing we'll add singing, like this. Ing will add ing over present participle. Then come for the past simple, obviously we'll add ed at the last. Okay, like for sleep we'll add, for the sleep we'll add ed at the last. Just like slept. Okay, for eat we'll add ate. For dance we'll danced. Sorry, it's d. For sing it would be sang, sang. Okay, so like this the past simple will also complete it. Okay, now let's come for the past participle. For past participle, the regular verb past participle added d or ed at the last. Okay, here at the last you will add with the d or ed. Okay, like for sleeping it will add, sorry, what's happening here? For sleeping we'll add slept. For eating we'll ate. For dancing danced. Okay, for singing sang. Like this. Okay, so like if we add we will add ed at the single form. That is for the clean we'll get cleaned, then cleaned. Okay, for the speak we'll add spoke, that's spoken. Like this we have the past participle form. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now let's come for the example, guys. Okay, let's come for the example. Yep, let's see some example. Okay, let's take some simple words like of play, sleep, and what we could say any action like of walk. Right, so for that we need to write, this is our b1. Just wait. It's our b1, then b2, then b3, then b4, then b5. This is b5. Okay, here we go with the words. Okay, now let's see. For play there would be second form simple. For the simple second form we'll add the play only. For play it would be play only. Okay, no change. In the second form of the play there would be no change, the play would be play only. Okay, for the b3 we'll add en at the last. That is again play, there would be no change in play as well. Okay, play 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 in the verb 3 form. Then go for the verb 4, we'll add s at last. That would be plays. Okay, it would be place because we'll add s at the last. Okay, at the last we'll add, in the v5 we'll add ing. Okay, so here will be playing, playing. Okay, so what we have done, this is simple. Right over here, this simple. Okay, simple present. Okay, this is simple present, this is past, past indefinite. All right. For the B3 we'll go for the what? Present perfect. Through this you are able to remember. Okay, for V4 we'll add as, yeah, es over the end of this word, and at the last for the B5 we'll add ing, isn't it? So for the first form we'll add simple present, no change will be there. If there will be dance, there will be dance. If they will play, they will play. They will sleep, they will sleep. No change at all. Write the simple word you have to write. Okay, for the verb 2 form, for the B2 form, we need to write the past indefinite, isn't it? For the B3 we need to write present perfect, and with the B4 we write es at the last. We'll add the s or es at the last, and for the B5 we'll add the gerund. Okay, this is also known as gerund, G-E-N-U-N-D, gerund. Okay, the best pronunciation for this word is gerund, not gerund. Okay, it's gerund. Okay, so at the last we'll here we come with the gerund. Okay, that is verb plus ing, isn't it? So yeah, let's start with these some words. For play, for the play V1 it will be play, simple word. Okay, no change will be there, ऐसा ही रहेगा for the B1. Okay, for the B2 the play will be of second form, the same word, no change, play means play. For the B3 same word, no change, play. For the B4 we'll add s or es, so it will be plays. And for B5 we'll add ing, that is playing, right? Let's see for the sleep. Sleep, the first form is sleep only, the second form will be slept. Okay, the third form will be slept. Okay, no change. Here just we'll add ed. Okay, slept, here we add ed at the last. Okay, let it write here, slept, like this, ed at the last. Some words you have to add ed as well. Okay, for the B4 we'll see sleeps. Okay, es, sleepes. Okay, sleeps. Then for the sleeping, sleeping. Okay, for the box same, box. Then go for walked, then walks, s. Okay, it is s. Then walking. Are you understanding what I am saying? I hope. Okay, like this you need to write. Okay, so this is the thing. Let's move with some more example. Okay, so here we go with the first example. See, there is a slight change between these B4 and B5. This will be B4 and this will be B5. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Okay, let it do like this. There will be interchange between them. Okay, this would be B4, B5, and this would be B4. Okay, so for the word read, see, for the word read we have read. For the word read we have read for the second form, then again read, then B5 will be, B4 will be reads. This is B4, this is B4. Okay, and for B5 we have reading, right, like get. So second form will be got, third form will be got, fourth form will be gets, and next five form will be getting. Okay, ये B5 होगा, ये B4 होगा, ठीक है? There will be slight change. Okay, next go for the go. Okay, the word go, then second form will be bent, third form will be gone, fourth will be goes, and fifth will be going. Are you understanding? I hope. Next, go for the C. Okay, go for the C. So for C, the second form will be saw, third form will be seen, fourth form will be sees, and fifth form will be seeing. Right? Right, for right you need to write for verb B2 wrote, for B3 written, for B4 written writes, and for B5 for B5 you have to write written. Okay, this is written and this is written. See, what is the difference? How do we pronounce this and this? Okay, this will be written, and this will be written. Okay, like this. For the come word. Okay, first B2 it will be came, for B3 it will be come again, for B4 it will be comes, and for B5 it is coming. Next, for buy, B2 would be bout, B3 will be bout, B4 will be buys, and B5 will be buying. Same for go for the do, did, done, does, doing. Okay, teach, taught, talk, teaches, teaching, sing, sang, sung, sang, sing, singing, make, made, makes, making, eat, ate, eaten, eats, eating. Okay, this is eaten, this is eating. For ing, the pronunciation will be ing. Okay, for the es it will be for en will be eaten, ing and in. Okay, like this you need to remember. So for give, you are having gave, then given, then gives, then giving. For drink, drank, drunk. So for go with the drink. Okay, so drink, the simple form B1 will be drinks, B2 will be drank, B3 will be drunk, and B4 will be drinks, and B5 will be drinking. Right? So next go for the fall. Same for the fall, it's fell, fallen, falls, falling. Okay, just for the B1 you need to write simple. I'm writing here again. For V2 you need to write second form, that is past simple. Okay, past simple. For the B3 you need to write present perfect. Okay, for B4 you need to write ing gerund, and for the B5 you need to write for B5 you need to write ing, and for B4 you need to write s or es. Okay, yes or s. Okay, like this you need to write. Okay, now go for the drink, drank, drunk, drinks, drinking, fall, fell, fallen, falls, falling, take, took, taking, taken, takes, taking, bring, brought, brings, bringing, sent, sent, sends, sending, meet, met, meeting, met. For meet you have met, then meets, then meeting. Okay, so here these are some examples for you. Okay, I hope you have understood these examples. So with this we come to an end, and you could see here we have the let I erase all the stuff written over here. Okay, and just these are interchange I am saying. Okay, this is B5 and this is B4 again I am telling you. So with this we come to an end of our chapter of this topic as well. Okay, though the question will not come direct, but it will help you in searching the forms or in searching the tenses. Wait, there you say now which form will come in past indefinite, present perfect. There's that. Okay, so for that you need this a lot. So that's it. Bye bye. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys for being there. So lovely. And if you love it, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up.